Okay, so it has the center support, like Kame's Lookout does have. Like, there's just like a single band that goes up that way. And basically, I had to use glass to do all the rest of the supports that are on it. Um, in retrospect, I would have oriented this place a lot differently. Um, it's just, you need to have enough floor space to be able to make things. So, the central column is actually comprised of 5 of these posts. There's a central post that's the actual supporting post, and then 4 just for like vanity, or aesthetics, I guess. And then I chose a few different color themes based on like what it actually looks like. You can't have. There's so many restrictions in this game. It's crazy for building stuff, but yeah, I made out the lookout portion. Unfortunately, I can't do it on this corner because they don't have corner walls that have windows for some reason. Like all the walls in the game that are for corners just don't have any windows, which is fucking stupid. Yeah, these guys, diagonal. That's the term they use. I started building out the. Let's put you away. I like having you out when I'm touring. Okay, so, yeah, so I started building the main structure. It's not, the scale of everything is so much bigger. Like I can't have enough space to make it like to scale. But I used a variety of different materials. Like the roofs there are wood. The things that look like gold or metal, and then all the white structural stuff is stone, and then the columns are all wood. So, okay. I figured out how to do these grass plots. Basically, I use the stone fencing, okay? And then you'll see one over here. I actually made the ground green to add to it. So like underneath this, it's just green. You can actually see it if I go down here. There's green flooring, right? And then I used these plants. Yeah, I used a bunch of these bushes all over, and then added the what is it? What do they call those in here? Tropical, yeah, tropical greenery trees, and I added those in. So, yeah, I don't know if I got everything color matched well, but I looked through some different like photos of stuff. Oh yeah, did I fix this? I broke this out because there was something I was fixing. Was I gonna make a diagonal? I'm trying to remember now. So yeah, I don't know. I've been constructing this for a while, so it's a lot of different things to consider. I don't remember what I was doing with that. Let's just put that back for now. I think I was thinking diagonals. No, this was the latest thing that I just crafted up. So from where the PAL box is, like the main support runs down here, right here. This is the main support for for this whole thing. And what I did in here is I made it be like it's like structurally holding it up. So you have the main column going up into that gold thing, and then it supports the whole base. Took me a while to figure out like how I wanted to do the aesthetics on the inside. I decided that these corner walkways would be glass, so you'd walk over them. These very corner places right now are just white. I think it just continues with the trend of the rest of the room and stuff. And you can see there's like this whole triangle theme going down into here. But I use the Japanese tatami mats as the floor. It actually makes the floor really quiet, which I didn't realize was a buff to those. And then, yeah, and then you can see that goes down, and that's supporting it, and like, there's just a lot of little decisions and like considerations to make while going through this. So a lot of the structure on the outside is hidden by these walls. Yeah, the structure on the outside's like a lot. I'll go through the rest of the house there in a second, but structure on the outside. So like these little lookout rooms, it's there's actually wood. You can kind of see it there. It's actually just black wood. So I did that to create the effect that, like, when you're far away like this, they just look pitch black. And, like, if you look at every picture of the lookout, they're always just, like, you never can see what they are. So I was like, okay, how do I make something pitch black like that? So they're roofs. You can actually see if I look in on the side here. See, there's triangle. They're just a roof that's painted black. So that's how I did that for all of those. I ended up using wood because it didn't go through the ground. If you do stone here, there's a black outline, and I didn't want that black outline, so I just used wood. Yeah. And then maybe I could use metal. I wonder what it would look like if it was black and metal. That's a... I didn't think about using metal at that point in time. Anyway, there's color matching in here. I made these, I made a slight bit of different colors here to make them kind of stand out. Again, using the metal as kind of like gold accents and stuff like that. But yeah, I've been working on this for a while. Okay, and then the main house here, it doesn't have much inside of it. Because the main base is actually going to be inside the lookout, like down through here. And I have to make a lot of decisions on how to do that. But there's two above ground rooms. There's this room, and then there's a matching one over here. Okay. And I've created some pretty cool looking windows here. So what they are, these are PAL doorways. And then again, I had to manually place these, but these are the stone fencings. Okay. And I manually place them. Oh, it's sticking out a little bit on that side. Maybe it'd be better to put them on the outside? Okay, I don't know. I'll have to think about that. I look for these little inconsistencies and then I try to remove them, but it takes a long time. Anyway, makes a great view. Like, you can just look out the window here, and it's just like look at this. Like, this is cool shit. But yeah. So yeah, I created these nice grandiose windows. Again, I have to fill in all the rest of the plants. So the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plots need to be made like this one. This one takes 5 trees. The other slant one will take 5 trees, and then those will take 4 in the back there. But I need to sit there and go through and make all of them. And then these diagonal things are actually very hard to make. So I have to place every single... Like, you can even see there's a little bit leaking out there, but I have to place every single wall manually to do this at a diagonal. And then you have to have overlapping walls like this to, like, actually fence it off right. And there's a lot of, like, tricks in this stuff that you have to learn. It's just a lot. Okay, and then we'll go up top here. Okay. Oops. Okay, so this is all just for looks. This has no function either. This is the same. It's kind of a different trick. So it's a black ceiling, right? But if you look, get out of here. If you looked at it from certain angles, you could see that you see through it. So what I did is I made I used wood again and just made a black pyramid there. So then it adds to that effect. See, you can still see it a little bit on the sides, but I think it's the best that I've gotten with that so far, is to do that. I still might change it, but then you get that black window effect. And then this stuff, I'll go all the way to the top. Oops. And then these, I did multiple iterations of these things. They're supposed to just be little lookout towers that are circles that are above above the lookout here. I guess is more lookouts, and I got the height that I like them, but to get the size, so I wanted a square like that, right? Just a single size square, but because I used a singular post like this, you can't place the floor pieces on the center of a floor. It's only in the corners. So the only way to get something that's square from a post like that is to do a 4x4 grid. So the only way to make something that's actually square sized is to do it diagonal, because each diagonal piece is a quarter of one square. So you have to put 4 quarters. So yeah, it's yeah, it's a lot. But yeah, I tried out different colors for the glass. This is like a slightly hazier glass than the rest of the base. I wanted it to still have like a kind of whitish look to it. So I'm still working on stuff, and I still have a lot to unlock in the game. So it'll only get better as I go along. But yeah, there's a lot of oh yeah, no, that was a recent. I remember doing that. I did that, so it makes a little bit more sense there. But yeah, this is that center. I really like this center, like adornment. But yeah, and then this is all just vanity also, this main room. It's just like, there's top parts here. There's like a couple of the glass slants. It's just vanity, but I don't know if it'll ever serve any function. I could hide something up here or whatever, but like, it's more like Easter egg stuff. It's just extra room that I could or could not use if I wanted to. But yeah, I don't know. It's freaking crazy to make something like this. Yeah, we'll have to see when I actually add pals to it. It doesn't have any pals here yet, since I don't really have anything set up. I'm still kind of designing a bit more. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still not sure about all the Japanese. Oh yeah, I added glass on these sides. Yeah, this glass is recent right here. But I like that glass there. I think it makes sense. And also, it's pretty high up. I mean, it's not... I could make it higher, but I have to use multiple bases. Or I just turn off decay when stuff's outside of a base. But yeah, it's still pretty high up. It's not the highest in the game, but I don't know. I think it's really, really good.